Welcome to wherever you are. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network. I'm Matty Bishop. We're here with a special Monday night broadcast of Wesco 3A volleyball from Snohomish High School, where the Panthers will take on the Oak Harbor Wildcats. Should be a great matchup tonight. Snohomish at 3-1 on the season, Oak Harbor at 2-2. We should see ourselves quite a battle. Tonight's special broadcast brought to you, of course, by our presenting sponsor, Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. Make sure you get out and let them know that you appreciate what they're doing for our volleyball community. Also making tonight's Snohomish Panthers volleyball match happen. And McDaniel's do it best right here in Snohomish, and Fred's Rivertown Ale House. Of course, at the end of the match, we're going to have the Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match. We've got a good one coming for you right here on STSPN.com. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with First Serve.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. We are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Welcome back inside Snohomish High School. We're working our way through the introductions here for the Oak Harbor Wildcats. Oak Harbor made a nice run at districts last year, graduated a pretty solid senior class, and this year their standout, no doubt, is number 12, Miss Haley Blau. She's listed at 6'3". The big lefty plays on the right pin, and she will be a thorn in the setter's side, in the Snohomish Panthers side all evening long. I like the purple look of the Wildcats there, especially the JV uniforms they've got this year. The purple and gold look like the Washington Huskies. Nice stuff there. We mentioned Oak Harbor's at 2-2 coming into tonight's matchup. They're looking to match the record. At the end of the night, they'll be tied with Snohomish if they can pull out a win. The Snohomish Panthers, however, not interested in letting that happen. Their only loss in their conference season was to Edmonds Woodway. And they're looking to go to 4-1 and start moving their way up what is a very competitive Wesco 3A conference. Speaking of lefties, Snohomish tonight will feature Grace Raper on the right side. Another big lefty. She's listed at 6 foot. The big redhead will be an answer. You get that big outside or that big right side block from the Oak Harbor is going to be difficult for your outside hitters. We're going to take a quick break for the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll be right back on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Welcome back. We're just moments away from First Serve. Continuing that thought about the Snohomish Panthers. Roz Gilly, their big middle. She's a senior this year, listed at 6'1". She's been an impact player on this team for a number of years. Looks like we're going to see Natalie Stern as an outside hitter, I believe. Sarah Campfield, a freshman, going to be playing in the middle. Another freshman, Mckenzie White, will be starting for Snohomish. Number 3, Natalie Stern, just a junior this year, if I'm correct. That is true. She made the move from libero to outside hitter. That opens it up for Keelan Johnson to come in and take that libero spot, the senior for the Snohomish Panthers. Really heartwarming story this year. Alex Tarrin and I got a chance to chat, Snohomish head coach Alex Tarrin. They've dedicated this season to a young man named Jamin Weller, who's no longer with us. He passed away very suddenly last year from pneumonia. This kid was the student body president at Evergreen Middle School. He was involved in theater. He was a huge fan of the Snohomish Panthers. Meant a lot not only to the Panthers organization, but especially to Coach Alex. They were very, very close. And Alex carries a little frog in his pocket to remind him of Jamin through the course of this season, keeping him here with the Panthers. So Bristow with a kill out of the right side. She'll go back to serve now. The setter, Andrea Rubin, she's a senior as well for Oak Harbor. Service ace for Bristow, and she's got the first 2 points of the match all by herself. We mentioned Haley Blau, number 12 in the front row. Also in the front row, Samantha Hines is going to be your outside hitter on the left side. Trying to see what number the middle is wearing. We'll get to her in just a minute. Bristow with the serve again. Natalie Stern, Turner, outside, big swing, and that ball's down, and that's Isabel Straley swinging from the outside. She's actually playing the right side tonight. She gets her first kill, the Panthers' first kill of the evening. Back to the service line, Mckenzie White. Sister played at UConn. White gets her first ace of the night. As we mentioned, White, one of 2 freshmen starting for the Panthers this evening. Taking a look back on the Oak Harbor side, it looks like number 9, Lael Salinger, is going to be their starting middle. And number 18, Sierra Dean, is their libero, the junior. That kill coming from the outside. We're going to credit that to Samantha Hines on our extremely unofficial. I'm scribbling them as we go while I'm talking to you stats here. Back to the service line is Salinger. She misses just long over the head of the libero for Snohomish. That's Keelan Johnson. She's a senior as well. I think we mentioned that already. Into the match for the Panthers, Sarah Campfield. Roz Gilly back to serve. Gilly goes right after the libero. Dean, nice job picking it out. There's the first swing of the night. Didn't even jump. That high point of contact for Haley Blau. She gets her first kill. Nice job running that pass down by the setter, Rubin. And Blau back into the back row now. She's serving for Oak Harbor. The officials taking a quick break here to have a quick discussion with the line judge, make sure we're all watching what we're supposed to be watching, seeing what we're supposed to be seeing. And now we're back in action. Haley Blau with the serve for the Wildcats. Stern, perfect pass for Turner. Back outside for Stern. Nice pickup there. The good dig from Bristow, but just a little too tight. And Rubin can't control it at the net. Nice swing from Natalie Stern. She's worked really hard this summer, making that transition from DS libero to outside hitter. She's also a very good young beach player. Allie Graham checks into the match. She'll be your second setter, the Snohomish Panthers 6-2 tonight. Oh, look at that slide. That's beautiful footwork from Kristen Tirado of Oak Harbor. Nice pickup there from Hines. Outside, Blau out of the back row. That ball's dug by number 9, Leah Bodie. Roan runs that one down. Bristow sends the free ball. Here's Bodie again. Quick hands, Graham, back set. Here's Raper, tip over the top. Grace Raper gets her first kill of the night. We mentioned that the tall lefty for the Snohomish Panthers, Alex Tarrin calls her the X Factor. She may make a difference, especially when you've got a big block up against your outside hitter. You just rely on that right side a little bit more. Rowan, quick dump. Nice pickup from Stern. Here comes Raper again. Little roll shot picked up by the setter Rowan. Run down by the libero. Dean Bristow out of the back row. That's a dig from Bodie. Outside, here's Stern again. Down the line. No call from the line judge, but the up and down officials are calling it in. The head coach for Oak Harbor not crazy about that call. And we get extra whistle action. A little I'm in charge here from our up ref. 6-4 for the Panthers. Allie Graham continues to serve. Rowan called for the double contact there. Nice swing by Hines, but the double contact call. Allie Graham has been a big part of the Snohomish Panthers program for a couple years now. I want to say, if my memory serves me correctly, that she was starting as a freshman, but I don't remember that for sure. There's a nice swing, but just wide. I really like what I see early out of Christina Tirado, the senior middle. She's only 5'8", but man, she's getting up, hitting a really wicked angle for the Wildcats. Graham continuing to serve. That time she aces Blau down that line. That's a really difficult serve to work with, and we'll see a substitution here early. Number 11, Camden Miller, coming into the match to take the place of the big lefty Haley Blau. She'll try and shore up the serve receive. Here's Graham again. Bristow, Ruin outside. Hines looking for high hands, touch detected. So Hines gets her second kill of the night. Nice work there, getting that ball off the top of the fingertips of the great big block by Samantha Hines. Stepping into the back row to serve now will be the aforementioned Samantha Hines. Bodie, run down by Johnson. Free ball almost sent over by Stern. Misfire there by the Panthers. So your front row hitters are Stern, Raper, and Campfield right now for the Panthers. Bodie and Johnson are your defenders. And of course, Allie Graham is your setter. Here's Hines with the serve again. This time it's Johnson. Stern from the right side, and that's the big block of Bristow and Tirado getting up there. Nice work from the Oak Harbor block. Natalie tried to pick that one up, just couldn't. Hines continues to serve. Graham, Raper, the lefty, and that's a nice angle. Grace Raper just reaches high, snaps that wrist up over the top. Not the hardest arm swing she's ever taken, but that worked really, really well. Back into the front row now for the Panthers, Mckenzie White. She takes the place of Leah Bodie, who is playing defensive specialist. Natalie Stern, the other outside hitter, is at the service line. She misfires just long. Sierra Dean, junior libero for Oak Harbor, steps back to serve for them now. Johnson, Graham, Raper, just long, no touch detected, point Wildcats. Nice pass again from Johnson, bump set for Raper, roll over the top, picked up by Dean. Here's Rowan. Bristow, roll shot over the top. Raper blocks, then digs. Graham, and from the ground, that's going to be Keelan Johnson with her first kill of the night as she sends a down ball that was just a little too hot for the Oak Harbor defense to handle. It's a nice option to be able to have when your libero can stand 18 feet off the net and score points. She'll come back to serve now. Roz Gilly comes back into the front row, 6'1" middle. Nice job by Bristow dealing with a little tape shot there. Out of system set from Stern, and Mckenzie White powers that one down through the block. Nice composed out of system play there from the Snohomish Panthers. Keelan Johnson again. Again, that little tape shot. This time she gets the ace. She scored two out of the last 3 points. Not very often you get to say that about a libero. For those of you watching for the first time or who aren't as familiar with volleyball, the libero wears a different colored jersey. That time she hits the tape and the result is not so good. Libero wears a different colored jersey. They're only allowed to play defense in the back row. They're not allowed to hit or set in front of the 10-foot line. They may be put in and out of the match without utilizing a substitution. They are in essence a defensive specialist. Andrea Rubin at the service line for Oak Harbor. She misfires on that one. And that brings up Grace Raper for the Panthers. Moves Allie Graham back into the front row for what I'm guessing is going to be just a moment here until Raper loses her serve. And then we'll see them pull off a double sub. Here's Graham outside for White off the block. Nice pickup. And I believe that was 4 contacts. Yeah, the Oak Harbor coach wants 4 contacts as well. Raper with the nice set. Mckenzie White puts that one down on the ground. And White's going to get credit for a kill. That ball should have been blown dead. 4 contacts would have been the right call, as that ball's dug below the height of the net and then contacted 3 additional times. If it's below the height of the net, it does not count as a block, and it does count as a touch. Cameron Bristow pleading head coach Carrie Molitor's case. The officials having none of it, and Raper will continue to serve. Dean with the pass. Ruin, Blau the lefty, and look at that. Allie Graham is over there with Roz Gilly. And if you'd have told me that Allie Graham at 5'6" was going to go up and get a block on Haley Blau, I wouldn't have believed you, but it just happened. She combined with Gilly to make that work. Nice pass from Bristow, and she keeps it off the floor. There's Haley Blau. That's what we were looking for. That's what she was trying to do last time. Just swing right over top. Sometimes you swing too sharp an angle down at a hitter, and you can actually hit into a smaller block. The aforementioned double sub that we spoke of or predicted a moment ago is going to bring Isabel Straley into the front row. She is a 5'9" right side senior. And Claire Turner, the senior setter, back into the match as well. Service ace for the Wildcats. That's Cameron Bristow, her second ace of the night. Impressed with this young lady so far. Number 7 is making an impact. Natalie Stern. Turner outside Straley, and Isabel Straley drops the hammer. That was a beautiful swing for her second kill of the night. Big, powerful swing on a big approach. Nice high point of contact. That's exactly what you want. Mckenzie White at the service line now for the Panthers. Dean, saved by Bristow, but it can't be run down by the outside hitter Hines, and that play just went wrong from the beginning. Mckenzie White keeping him under pressure. Oak Harbor's going to take a timeout. Snohomish with an early lead here on STSPN.com. Welcome back inside Snohomish High School for tonight's special Westco 3A presentation of Snohomish Panthers volleyball, brought to you by Fred's Rivertown Ale House, McDaniel's Do-It Center, and of course our volleyball sponsors Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens, and Speedway Chevrolet. The Panthers up early here. Natalie Stern just rolls that ball over the top. Dig by Hines, set by Ruin, hammer by Blau, and that's how Oak Harbor drew it up coming out of the timeout. It's exactly what you want, as a high-quality side out to break the other team's momentum, get a little confidence. Lael Salinger back to the service line for the Wildcats. And she comes out with the ace. Nice tough serve there. That bottom just fell out of that one. Salinger, just a junior. Middle, she goes for it again, misses that time. Risk-reward ratio, you can't serve too easy. A team like Snohomish is just going to slam the ball down your throat, but you also have to get your serves in play. Most coaches will take 1 ace to 1 error as a ratio. Roz Gilly with the serve. She gets an ace, her first of the match. It's 4 aces now for Snohomish, 3 for Oak Harbor. Gilly coming into the back row to serve. That means our libero, Keelan Johnson, is on the bench momentarily. The freshman middle, Sarah Campfield, into the front row, along with junior outside hitter Natalie Stern and senior right side Isabel Straley. Here's your libero out of the back row. She's allowed to hit the ball if it's under the height of the net, and it was just a little bit too much to control. Sierra Dean gets a kill. So now both liberos have a kill. You don't get to call too many matches that happens in. Haley Blau at the service line. Stern somehow gets a really nice pass out of that one. Cameron Bristow picks up the setter dump, and Dean, like that first kill so much, she goes for it big time again and just misfires on that one. Double sub coming back at you. That's going to bring Allie Graham to the service line, junior setter for Snohomish, and Grace Raper back into the front row to join Campfield and Stern. Dean, Ruin going back row for Blau, and that's set behind her. She just fires it long. Once that ball gets behind you, you have to really manipulate that angle of contact with your hand. Otherwise, you're going to hit that ball out every time. Allie Graham had a good service run the first time through. She goes after Haley Blau. She aced her first time around. There's a big swing and a stuff from Campfield. A nice pickup from Cameron Bristow, and then Campfield tries to do too much with it on the overfeed and misfires, and well, that's a freshman year in a nutshell right there for most players. Most players who are lucky enough to be on varsity. Not lucky. It's not luck at all. It's hard work. It's fortune. Sarah has really put in a lot of work these last couple years to become very good in the middle of the court. She gets the kill that time. That'll be her first of the night. But that freshman here, you do something amazing, and then you do something not so amazing. Something incredible, something a little boneheaded. That's the learning process. It's the learning curve, playing against bigger, stronger athletes, kids that are sometimes 3-4 years older than you are. Natalie Stern going right after Haley Blau. Perfect pass from her. On the right side, that's a beautiful swing from Tirado and a nice dig. I believe it was Graham who picked that one up. Dean with the overfeed, and well, there's Sarah Campfield. That's what you do with that overfeed ball. 2 hands, nice and easy. Put it in a hole. They all look the same on the stat sheet, are all kills no matter how hard you hit them. Nice play there from Campfield. Stern will serve for set 1 here between Snohomish and Oak Harbor. Dean, run down by Blau. Free ball coming from Bristow. Keelan Johnson, Graham, Raper hammers that ball down the line to put an exclamation point on set 1. The Snohomish Panthers 25, the Oak Harbor Wildcats 16. Thanks so much for joining us tonight here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with set number 2.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At G&S, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call G&S Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back to STSPN.com. Couple quick things. We got the Uprising Volleyball logo on. That means I get to talk about Uprising Volleyball. But here's what's happening. Something really, really important is happening. On October 15th, we're working with Courtney Thompson, two-time Olympic medalist, setter for the U.S. women's national team. She's going to be in our gym teaching a short clinic from 9 to 11. But more importantly, doing a silent auction fundraiser to help raise funds for the community of Cantano, which is in Puerto Rico. It's the home of the Cantano Lancheros, who are the professional team that Courtney Thompson played with when she first broke into the professional ranks of volleyball. 80% of the homes in this community completely devastated by Hurricane Maria. Still issues with clean drinking water, food, power. These are people, volleyball crazy people who really, really need our help. So check out, we've got details up at uprisingvolleyball.com. You'll see the Cantano Fuerte banner with the Puerto Rican flag. Click on that link, go through. If you have something you can donate for a silent auction, we're taking all kinds of donations. We've got Misty May Trenner headbands. We've got signed autograph balls by Courtney Thompson from Baden. We've got Loma hair care products. Uprising Volleyball packages available, of course. If you've got something, Starbucks is involved donating gift baskets. If you can put together a gift basket or something handmade that you want to put up for silent auction, then 100% of the proceeds are going to the Give It Back Foundation. You can check them out at giveitbackfoundation.org. And it's all to help rebuild and recover in the community of Cantano in Puerto Rico. Back for set number 2, Andrea Rubin with the serve and the ace right out of the gates. Rubin, the setter, had a pretty good first set for the Wildcats. Moving her offense around a little bit, trying to find some things that worked here against the Panthers. Rubin again, this time just long. She goes for it with both serves. You get 1 and 1. We already talked about what that works out to. Most coaches will take that ratio. Mckenzie White, freshman outside hitter, back to the service line for the Panthers. Natalie Stern, Roz Gilly, and Isabel Straley in the front row, a very experienced front row for Snohomish. White pops this ball up. It's run down by Johnson. Free ball sent. Here's right side. Haley Blau pounds that ball down under the block. Nice dig from Gilly and Stern, and then Straley gets the kill. I thought Blau had him as the blockers didn't get the penetration over the net to roof the ball, sending it down on the opponent's side, but they come up with a dig and make good things happen. White back at the service line here. Working now on number 5, that's Jaslyne Webster. Double contact called on the set. Webster, sophomore, listed as an outside hitter. See if she's going to play all the way around or if she's going to come in as a defensive specialist. She's in the serve-receive try line with Ciara Dean and Cameron Bristow, both of whom were pretty good in the first set. Rubin to the left pin for Blau. Nice dig from White. Run down by the senior setter Turner. There's a jump swing, and they're going to say that the libero Johnson was below the height of the net. That's a heck of a weapon to have. Rubin, Blau pounds that one through, and Haley Blau gets her 4th kill of the night without even leaving the ground. Second one we've seen in that kind of fashion. Back to the service line, Cameron Bristow, number 7 for Oak Harbor. She is a junior. Claire Turner outside, Natalie Stern. Nice dig, Ciara Dean. Rubin outside. There's the answer to your question. That's Jaslyne Webster playing across the front row. Roz Gilly hammers that ball down in the middle of the floor. No shortage of size on Snohomish's part either, with Raper, Gilly, both at 6 foot plus. 5'10", Sarah Campfield. They can go up and hit with you. Isabel Straley's 5'9". Blau pushes this ball outside for Webster. She misfires. Nice hands from Haley Blau, the lefty. I get young players in my gym. I see big, strong, tall kids with her left-handed. Man, let's make them setters. Get that, be able to put up that big block on the right side, turn around and just set butter for your hitters. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Rubin, here's Blau. That's the other thing that tall players end up doing, and big lefties end up hitting from that right pin very effectively. More and more at the international level, you're seeing the offenses move to that right pin. You're putting big hammer over there. It's a little harder to match up with. There's a pass from Stern. Turner right back to Stern. Nice job on her transition. Webster picks that ball up. Rubin for Bristow out of the back row. Short little roll shot. We see the defensive prowess of Stern, and then Isabel Straley pounds that ball down. She leads all hitters for Snohomish in what's been a very balanced effort so far, but Isabel Straley's got 4 kills so far on the night, and you can see Alex Tarrin, knowing that the big 6'3" Haley Blau is going to be on that pin against her slightly smaller outside hitters, really using Straley and Raper tonight to good effect here early. There's down ball from Blau, picked up by Johnson, overfeed and net violation, I believe. Illegal back row attack. So the setter coming in to that front row play, if they touch a ball above the height of the net and it goes into the hands of a blocker, that is not allowed. If they touch a ball above the height of the net and it goes over in attacking fashion, that is not allowed. Allie Graham runs that one down. Natalie Stern, nice hustle play to keep it alive. Here's Stern again. She's getting her touches in. Grace Raper hammers that ball down the line. She's got her 4th kill of the night. So last week we had a matchup where 2 outside hitters for Kamiak ended up neck and neck for the scoring lead on the night. Here, so far, it's all 3 right sides. Haley Blau with 5. Oak Harbor, Grace Raper, and Isabel Straley both have 4 for Snohomish. Jasmine Webster, she misfires on that one. And here comes a sub there as we see now number 1. That's Kaya Sea coming into the match for Webster. She's in that front row with Torado and the setter Rubin. Out of the back row, here's Cameron Bristow, and nobody played the middle of the floor that time. Bristow gets her 2nd kill of the night to go with 2 aces and a block assist. And Saya back to serve for the Wildcats. A little bit of an unorthodox service motion. Pass for Mckenzie White. Stern roll shot out of the back row, picked up by Sierra Dean. Here's Haley Blau out of the back, and she hammers that one down. She's got 6 kills on the evening. Saya will continue to serve for the Wildcats. It's the serve receive of White, Stern, and Johnson for the Panthers. This one's going to go a little high over the top. Snohomish with a 1-0 lead here. This Westco 3A matchup we mentioned early on. Snohomish 3-1 on the season. Oak Harbor 2-2. The libero Keelan Johnson, senior, at the service line for the Panthers. Wicked serve from Johnson. Ooh, her 2nd ace of the night. And that one got to Cameron Bristow really fast. Difficult for her to react. Got to really cue in and see that arm swing. Really stay laser focused with your eyes to be able to see that ball coming, know what's coming at you. Here we go again, Johnson. This time she goes after Blau. Just so happens that Webster, who's come back into the match for Saya to play the back row, standing behind her. Stern passes the free ball, and Roz Gilly puts a dent in the floor on the Oak Harbor side. That kind of tempo, that kind of movement is beautiful. That fast connection between the middle hitter and Allie Graham, the setter. Those are fun to watch. Johnson again, this time it goes just a touch long. Sierra Dean, junior libero for Oak Harbor. Quick in the middle, here's Gilly again. Dean touches it up. Rubin gets an arm on it but can't keep it in play, and Gilly unofficially with her 3rd kill of the night. Grace Raper at the service line now. Serving to Blau, Dean, and Bristow on the Oak Harbor side. Tries to go short, goes a little too short. And that brings the setter, Andrea Rubin, senior, listed as 5'3". Done a nice job so far tonight of moving the ball around, using her weapons, her offensive weapons. Of course, when you have a hitter that's 6'3" and left-handed, you're going to favor them. Misfire on the serve there. Mckenzie White will step back to the service line for Snohomish. Tonight's Wesco 4A special Monday night, or Wesco 3A, special Monday night presentation. I'm thrown off tonight. Brought to you by McDaniel's Do It Center, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Haley Blau, and that's Gilly with the block. Picked up Gilly with the dig. Stern hammers that one down, and Natalie Stern puts together her second kill of the night. On my score sheet, I've got 10, 15, 17 kills for Snohomish, spread amongst 6 hitters, and nobody has more than 4. That is good work with the offense by Claire Turner and Allie Graham. Mckenzie White continues to serve. Rubin sets Bristol out of the back row. The roll shot picked up easy by Johnson. Turner and Gilly just punches that one through. Nice play by Dean. Bristow, roll shot over the top, picked up by Turner. And there's Straley. So we see the double subs happen for Snohomish. Rubin now goes for Blau. Tip roll over the top. Keelan Johnson all over it. Here's Straley again, and she hammers that one through. Isabel Straley has 5 kills on the night. Kenzie White at the service line will continue to serve for the Panthers. Dean. Rubin, here's Bristow. Oh, the touch by Gilly, and Johnson saw it. She just couldn't clean it up, and Bristow gets her 3rd kill of the night. She'll come back to the service line. Into the match, a defensive specialist for the Panthers is Leah Bodie. Natalie Stern, Turner, Gilly off the hands and through, and Roz Gilly. She's an impact player. Known it since her U14 season, I believe, was the first time I saw Roz play. Might have been her 15 season. She is one heck of an athlete. She misfires on that one. That's because the announcer said good things about her. Back to the service line for Oak Harbor now is number 9, Lael Salinger, pardon me. Bodie. Turner pushes this one high for Stern, and she hammers it down between Tirado and Blau, and Natalie Stern with her 3rd kill of the night. So Natalie Stern has been all over the floor for these Snohomish Panthers. Allie Graham back into the match along with Grace Raper. Graham serving, Raper hitting on the right side. Here's Webster, pounds that ball through the block. So it took her a little while to get going, but there's what Jaslyne Webster can do for Oak Harbor. She gets her 1st kill of the night. Haley Blau back to serve. Pass by Stern, tight, and Campfield was early and then found herself in the net. It's a difficult read. I think everybody was a little early. Graham looked like she was maybe a smidge early on the jump. And Haley Blau misfires trying to go short. Working on that timing between the freshman middle and your experienced setters. Nice part is you've got so many weapons on this Snohomish team that the setters can be really patient with the freshman middle. Can work her in. You don't have to rely on her early in the season. There's serve from Stern. Blau out of the back row, a dig from Stern. Graham, Raper, high over the top. Bristol gets it. It falls. Dig Raper again. She just goes up and touches it. Rubin pops that one up. Bristol bump set for Webster. She hammers it through. She's got 2 kills now. She'll go to the back row. Cameron Bristow into the front row now, the other outside hitter. She's up there with Tirado and Andrea Rubin, the setter. Webster misfires on that one. Keelan Johnson back at the service line for the Panthers. Gilly Mckenzie White and Grace Raper in the front row for Snohomish. Allie Graham's your setter. Natalie Stern's your back row outside. You got to think this is going to be a very good rotation for the Panthers as the season goes on. Service ace from Johnson, her third of the night. So that serve is such a weapon. It's maybe not necessarily always going to get service aces, but it's going to get you out of system plays. It's going to get you free balls back. And you've got 4 weapons, 4 strong hitters on the floor right now. We see Tirado misfire there. So nice setup here for Snohomish. Again, Johnson. Dean does a nice job with it this time. Pushed all the way for Bristow. Graham digs. Raper just turns and hammers that left-handed ball down. And Grace Raper's now got 5 kills on the night. Kenzie White, she is a tall girl, listed as 6 feet. 6 foot, the freshman outside hitter for Snohomish. Blau. Dean out of system set for Bristow. That comes off the block. Nice pickup by Graham. Gilly, bump set for White. Picked up again by Bristow. Rubin, Cameron Bristow, that's off the block of Gilly and Raper. Big swing there from White. Run down by Blau. Down ball misfired on by Bristow, and Snohomish stays aggressive and keeps Oak Harbor under pressure. Even when things aren't quite perfect, they're getting up, they're swinging big, they're swinging aggressively. And like I said, this rotation is very, very dangerous for the Panthers. That ball's out of play. Johnson takes just a little heat off of that one and misses it to the deep angle. Sierra Dean, the libero for Oak Harbor, will serve. She serves right to her counterpart, Keelan Johnson. Grace Raper with the touch shot, the little tip over the top for her 6th kill. She's now tied for the lead in the match with Haley Blau of Oak Harbor. Both have 6. Raper goes back to serve for set number 2. Snohomish looking to take a 2-0 lead here. Blau, Rubin, Bristol's with her, and Roz Gilly with the big solo block as the little outside hitter runs the fastball right into the middle of the court. The quick one, and Roz Gilly said, no thank you, not in my gym. All right, that's set 2 in the books. Both of them ended on exclamation points. That one by Gilly with the big block. I'm Matty Bishop. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment with set number 3. Check us out on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife, Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. We are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware
That
folks.
out there for you, Todd. Hey, that's not an Oak Harbor logo. Why is that? That's weird. That's what it pulls up when I just link to the STSPN.com. It pulls up that one automatic. It doesn't pull up the recent one. Oh, one of my parents is listening. I think it's just pulling.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. It's set 3 here on STSPN.com. The Snohomish Panthers up 2-0. Haley Blau gets a big swing there. Her and her Oak Harbor Wildcats going to try and force a 4th set here in Snohomish. Haley Blau again. Natalie Stern with the dig. Nice rundown from Mckenzie White. Free ball sent short by Gilly. Picked up by Haley Blau. Outside Cameron Bristow, and that's Isabel Straley and Roz Gilly with the block for the Panthers. Panthers with a 25-16, 25-13 were the scores of the first 2 sets. They came out victorious in both. There's Jaslyne Webster. Free ball sent by Bristow. Short, picked up by Keelan Johnson. I like the way she commands the court in there. Somehow Gilly was running the slide with her right side in there, and Haley Blau says, thank you very much, I'll take an opportunity, and hammers that one down. Not sure what Snohomish was working on there, but it didn't work. Cameron Bristow at the service line for the Wildcats. Tonight's special Monday night edition of STSPN.com Wesco 3A Volleyball brought to you by McDaniels Do It Center. Beautiful swing. I think that was Straley again over the top. Was Straley again over the top out of serve receive there. She's got 6 on the night now. McDaniels Do It Center here in Snohomish making this a match happen for you, as is Fred's Rivertown Ale House. And of course, our presenting sponsor who's made 15 volleyball broadcasts possible on STSPN.com, Lake Stevens Ace Hardware, Ace Hardware of Lake Stevens. That's Haley Blau with her 7th kill of the night for Oak Harbor. At the end of the match, she will be vying for mention in our Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Game segment. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors for making so much volleyball possible this year on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. I'm Matty Bishop with Uprising Volleyball, helping to make put some words with the pictures you're seeing. I hope you appreciate and enjoy. Check us out at uprisingvolleyball.com. We've got club tryouts coming soon. We are the only true beach indoor hybrid program. Roz Gilly with the service ace there. Her 2nd of the night to go with 4 kills, a stuff block and 2 block assists. We're the only full beach indoor hybrid program that I can find around. One night on the beach, one night on the sand. Total volleyball development is the way that we go. Our players come out able to do it all. Roz Gilly with another serve. She's able to do it all. Strong player. Gets that ball to the defense fast. We saw Haley Blau subbed out early when there were some troubles in the serve receive, and the set 1. She's since kind of, stretched things out and been a big part of the serve receive, attacking out of the back row, earning some of her 8 kills there. Now we see the substitution happen. Into the match for Oak Harbor comes number 11, Camden Miller. She's a junior. This is a defensive specialist and is also their backup setter, I believe. Keelan Johnson. Claire Turner, Isabel Straley, and Andrea Rubin can't contain it. Straley now has 7 kills on the match. And she will go out as part of the double sub. Junior setter Allie Graham back into the match, along with the other left-handed right side, Grace Raper. Webster, easy dig for Stern. Raper off the block, and a nice block there, as that was Hines, who they've moved over to the middle now. Samantha Hines is playing in the middle. She started as an outside hitter. Jasmine Webster, who served that one. Jaslyne Webster, pardon me, Jaslyne. Sophomore, misfires there. She's one outside. Cameron Bristow, who's been impressive tonight, is your other. Speaking of impressive outside hitters, Natalie Stern at the service line for the Snohomish Panthers. She's been everywhere. Not just with her offense, her swings, but her defensive reads, her recognition, and of course right there, her serving. Free ball sent by Miller. White. Mckenzie White, the freshman, misfires on that one, doesn't quite clear the tape. 4 contacts is the call against Snohomish. Sierra Dean will serve for the Wildcats. Stern overfeeds that one, pick up by Bristow. Rubin out of the back row. Dean just jumps and swings. Apparently it's been deemed that she's below to the height of the net. Keelan Johnson says, okay, if we're gonna have a libero battle, let's have a libero battle. Dean now sends the free ball over and out. Stern shepherds that one to the line. Easy point for Snohomish. Keelan Johnson will serve. This is that rotation we talked about last time. Graham and Stern in the back row along with the libero Johnson. Mckenzie White robs Gilly and Grace Raper in the front row, and they don't take advantage of it as Johnson misses the serve. She's trying to work those deep corners, maybe add another element to her serving game. In addition to just that low flat drive into the seam, she's now trying to work the 2 deep corners and has missed on a couple attempts there. Andrea Rubin, the setter for Oak Harbor, the senior, serves right to Natalie Stern. Here's Roz Gilly hammering that ball from the left pin off of the block and out. She's got 5 kills on the night. It's a nice setup out of serve-receive rotation 3 when you've got a middle who can set up and just hammer off that left pin as your outlet. So many options. Nice work from head coach Alex Tarrin here tonight in Snohomish as he's using all his hitters in a very effective fashion. Haley Blau, and that's Gilly and Graham again with the block. Extremely athletic play by Blau just to get up there. Not sure I've ever seen that before. Pretty impressive. Grace Raper at the service line for Snohomish. Nice serve. Webster picks it up. Good pass for Ruin. Tip and miss, and that's Lael Salinger, pardon me, junior middle for Oak Harbor, and they're just looking for something that works right now, the Wildcats. Snohomish full of confidence. Here we go, Sierra Dean again. She misfires. You know it's a rough night when you're setting your libero and hoping something good's going to happen. Timeout called for the Oak Harbor Wildcats. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout right here as well on STSPN.com. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back inside. It is the 6-foot-tall left-handed junior, I believe, Grace Raper. She is a junior at the service line for the Snohomish Panthers as they're working to try and close out the Oak Harbor Wildcats in 3. Oak Harbor has another thought coming as you see the big block from Gilly and White, but it's actually a double contact call against the senior setter for the Oak Harbor Wildcats, Andrea Rubin. Everything working for Snohomish right now. Oak Harbor needs to find some momentum, find a way to get Snohomish rattled a little bit here, and Haley Blau is a great way to do that as the big 6'3" lefty puts her 9th kill of the night down right over top the block of Graham and Gilly. That brings about the double sub for the Panthers, as we're going to see Hannah Wolf come into play. Some outside hitter for Snohomish. Actually, she's going to play right side. Roz Gilly, the quick connection in the middle. All of a sudden, she's got 6 kills on the night. So it looks like Wolf will be your right side. Natalie Stern comes to the front row to be your outside hitter. Mckenzie White goes to the back row to serve, your other outside hitter. Keelan Johnson still your libero. Roz Gilly in the middle, and Claire Turner is the senior setter for the Snohomish Panthers. Here's Blau pushing that ball back in with a little tomahawk motion. Johnson, Turner, quick, and Wolf and Gilly, again, they're misfire. They're trying to run some sort of play on that right side there, some sort of slide, piggyback, something, and maybe they're just trying to move that right side out of the way, let Gilly hit the slide, some sort of deception that they don't quite have dialed in yet. Johnson with the pass, outside, misfire from Stern. It's Lael Salinger at the service line for Oak Harbor as they work to fight and claw their way back into this set number 3. There's Lauren Risky seeing her first action. Gilly with the tip kill in the middle. She's got 7 now, tied with Straley to lead all hitters for Snohomish. She'll go back. Sarah Campfield, the freshman, comes into the front row. So first action we've seen from Lauren Risky tonight, playing some defensive specialist, I believe. We'll see if she gets to hit across the front row. She's a good all-around player. Oh, what a pickup by Andrea Rubin. Cameron Bristow sends a down ball. Dig by Turner, and nobody goes to play it. And that's a conversation Alex Tarrin's going to have with his Panthers, and he's going to call a timeout to do it. Hey, thanks for watching this special Wesco 3A broadcast on STSPN.com. Check out our sponsors right here. Back inside Snohomish High School, part of our biggest season of volleyball on Snohomish Times Sports Network yet. Hey, make sure you get out there and you say thanks to these sponsors, McDaniel's Do-It Center for making tonight's match possible, along with Fred's Rivertown Ale House. That is Camden Miller, number 11 for Oak Harbor, with the ace there, her first of the night. Nice serve from her. We've also got, of course, our presenting sponsor for all of our STSPN.com volleyball broadcasts is Ace Hardware Lake Stevens. They've stepped up hugely. Miller with her second ace. And at each match we have our Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match segment. As we see, that's going to be Lauren Risky making way for Leah Bodie. Again, Camden Miller, 2 aces in a row for Oak Harbor as they're clawing their way back into this one. Keelan Johnson, Turner, outside for Stern. Nice pop up, and what's the call? Oh my, it wasn't going to change anything. The result of the play was going to be a point for Snohomish, but that should not be blown as a prolonged contact play. That ball popped up in the air pretty clean. Allie Graham at the service line. This wicked rotation, 2 wicked rotations. Nice dig by Bodie. Graham pushes that ball outside for Stern. What a dig by Sierra Dean. Hines, Bristow. Stern pops that one up. Sarah Campfield with a little wrist flick away. Camden Miller, nice set from her, and it's just long. And Jaslyne Webster pushes that ball over with the hands, and from my perspective, which isn't a good one, it looked like it was out. The Oak Harbor team disagrees. Camden Miller, the pass for Andrea Rubin. Here's Webster again, and she misses that same spot again. This time it's a little bit further out, a little bit more definitive. Allie Graham and the Snohomish Panthers looking to take their record to 4-1 on the season. Miller again. Rubin in the middle now for Hines. She misfires. Oak Harbor's made some changes. They're trying, head coach Kerry Molitor trying some different things. It's not quite working out here. They're going to take a timeout. We're going to stick right with you. There's a couple things I want to talk to you about. One is how important it is to get out and support these sponsors that are helping make this possible for STSPN.com. If you like what we're doing here, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff happening in the future, get out to Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. Hey, say thank you to them, both with your voice and your pocketbook, right? McDaniels Do-It Center, thank them for supporting the youth sports broadcast here on STSPN.com. Get out to Fred's Rivertown Ale House, have yourself a nice dinner, say thanks to them while you're there. Okay, Speedway Chevrolet, give them a call, drop by, let them know you appreciate them sponsoring the player of the match at every match. Allie Graham misfires on that one. That ball is just long, out of play. Oak Harbor going to bring Jaslyne Webster back to the service line. That brings Cameron Bristow back into the front row alongside Samantha Hines and the setter Andrea Rubin. Camden Miller and the libero Sierra Dean are in the back row. Natalie Stern hits that ball from the right side, and Rubin tried to do a little bit too much with that as she's trying to take matters into her own hands. Misfires there. Last sponsor for this program, Uprising Volleyball, and I don't want you to worry too much about Uprising Volleyball right now. You can see all our stuff on our website. I want you to be tuned in to the Give It Back Foundation fundraiser that's happening at Uprising Volleyball to raise money for the community of Cantano in Puerto Rico. Courtney Thompson's going to be there, Grace Raper with the kill there. Maybe even Grace Raper will be there if she hears about it watching the replay tonight. Come out. We're going to have a silent auction. You can make donations. You can meet a two-time Olympic medalist, one of the coolest volleyball players I've ever met. And you can really help make a difference for a volleyball-crazy community that needs our help right now. Mckenzie White hammers that one down off the block. It's October 15th. You can get all the details on uprisingvolleyball.com. Thanks for checking it out, and thank you for your support. Natalie Stern at the service line. Sierra Dean, perfect pass for Rubin. Outside Cameron Bristow with the little touch shot over the top. Nice change of speed there from Bristow. Sierra Dean back at the service line. She's serving to Stern, Johnson, and White for the Panthers. And Johnson sends that one tight. Allie Graham, yeah, that's going to get called every time. She goes up, the ball gets caught in her fingers, and that's a prolonged contact as she tries. You got to really stiffen up those fingers if you're going to make the one-handed set. And here she goes again. Nope, two hands this time. Mckenzie White, Sierra Dean, what a dig. Webster, Bristol sends a free ball. White, Graham. Here's Grace Raper off the top of the block, pick up by Jaslyne Webster. Rubin, back row Miller. That ball is picked up by Graham. Raper with the left hand right at Webster. Rubin outside for Bristow again. She's off the block but picks it up. Graham digs that one. Out of system set from Johnson, looking for White. She just sends a little down ball. Dean handles that easily. Rubin outside for Bristow, and she finally misfires. What a rally by both sides. Keelan Johnson back to serve for the Panthers. Roz Gilly and her 7 kills back into the front row for Snohomish. Rubin. And big block from White and Gilly. And it is match point here for Snohomish. We've talked a lot about this rotation, about how good it can be, how good it has been tonight. Big serve at Keelan Johnson as again she goes for that corner, and again she misses. She's got that laser into the seams. It's very effective. You can clearly tell that she's working on developing that change of pace ball that goes from the seam to the outside corner. And once you can alternate those two serves, you can put a serve-receive on their heels pretty easily. Andrea Rubin serving for the Wildcats. Snohomish looking to side out for the win. It's White through the middle. Pick up by Dean, Rubin, Haley Blau. That ball's run down by Stern off the block. Out of system set for Keelan Johnson, and Raper sends a free ball. Webster, Rubin, Blau a little early. Keelan Johnson sitting right on the tip. Here's Raper from the outside, and Grace Raper with her 8th kill of the night will lead the Snohomish Panthers to a 3-set victory over the Oak Harbor Wildcats, 25-16, 25-13, 25-16 here on STSPN.com. Hey, don't turn off your computer yet. We're going to be back in just about 2 minutes with your Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match. But first, thank you very much to Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, McDaniel's Do-It Center, friend Fred's Rivertown Ale House for making tonight's match possible. We're back in 2 with your Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Special Westco 3A broadcast of the Snohomish Panthers versus the Oak Harbor Wildcats. Snohomish takes care of business in 3 sets tonight, and I am here with your Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match, senior middle for the Snohomish Panthers, Roz Gilly. Roz, you were huge down the stretch, both with your offense, that good connection with your setters, and your defense on the blocks. First, I want to talk about the setters. Tell me a little bit about Claire and Allie and how you guys have developed this connection over your time here at Snohomish.
I've been playing with Claire since about 7th grade, and she just has like the best footwork of all of our setters. She's amazing. And Allie I've been playing with since her freshman year, my sophomore year, and her sets are just always right on. They're always perfect.
Now, Roz, the other thing that I see that you do, and I just want to give a little something for the younger players who are watching, you were always right on time with your block. You really see that game well. Talk to us about what you look for, what you're seeing when you're watching the hitter and the play on the other side.
I mainly focus on the setter, mainly focus on where their hands are facing, and like I try to learn the setters, like what they often do, and just see like their common like techniques and everything, and try to read them easily.
Excellent. Fantastic. You can see a lot of hard work paying off, Roz. Congratulations. Great job tonight for you and your Snohomish teammates. A wonderful win. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everybody, that's all we've got tonight from Snohomish High School. On behalf of our presenting sponsor, Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, McDaniel's Do It Center here in Snohomish, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Uprising Volleyball, and our producer here at STSPN.com, our Speedway Chevrolet player of the match, Roz Gilly, and myself, Maddie Bishop. Have a great time, everyone. We'll be back with more volleyball here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.